Hi everyone, Chris and Marina here, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming content. Today we're here in a very hot Las Vegas, Nevada. We're here in our air-conditioned car. It's lunchtime, we're really hungry, and we love Japanese cuisine, so we've chosen one of Yelp's top 10 restaurants, Katsuya. So come have lunch with us on this episode of
The Walker Chronicles. So the owner actually came over and actually gave us a couple cards. One of them is the many ways to eat katsu, and the other one is actually what makes their tonkatsu tantan so fantastic. It looks like a lot of the ingredients are actually flown in from Japan, moved in from Los Angeles, all from authentic Japanese proprietors. I am so excited for this meal. I think it's going to be fantastic. We actually came here to actually eat at this restaurant. We're going home tomorrow morning. It's hard to get really good katsu. It's very difficult.
If you have any questions, just let us know.
We will.
Yeah.
No, we're super excited.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
All right, so we ended up ordering the Kurobata pork loin katsu set. This particular dish is limited to 10 servings a day, so if you want it, you're gonna have to get here early. We also ordered the pork loin katsu tobani mini set, which actually is pork katsu along with egg and onion, and everything comes with rice and cabbage as well. So based on the recommendation, we also got the jumbo scallop katsu. It looks really delicious. We're not sure. The other thing that was actually recommended was the sweet pumpkin katsu. Not sure if we're gonna get that one or not. We'll see if we have any room in our bellies after we're done eating though. One of the cool things they do is they actually bring you sesame seeds in a mortar and pestle, so you get to grind them yourself to get the absolute maximum flavor out of the sesame seeds, which is going to make a great topping for both the tonkatsu or even the curry and the rice. I can't wait to try this. All right, so let's give these scallops a shot. Looks delicious. I'm going to use a little bit of the salt here. Wow. I don't even know how to describe that. The panko crust is ridiculous. It is so good. It is so unlike you get at any other restaurant I've been to outside of Japan. The scallops are fantastic. They're tender. They bite through so easy. The little mayonnaise sauce on top of it is really, really good. This is amazing. I could totally eat a plate of these. This is great. Wow.
All right, I am really surprised that Chris liked the sauce. He is not a sauce guy, and he just went in. There's something about Japanese food, he just eats that the way it comes, which is shocking to me. But let's see what it tastes like. I'm really excited. Okay, here we go. Wow. This is fantastic. That scallop cooked the way it should be, and it is super tender. The panko, super crispy. It's not greasy at all. I love this. Yeah, I understand why Chris said he could eat a whole plate of these, because I could too. Tender scallop, cooked nicely. Panko is not greasy, super light and flaky, nice and just light as air the way it should be. Wow, this is fantastic. Ooh. Should we have a drum roll? I think this might be worth a drum roll, I don't know. Oh my gosh, where do we start? I'm gonna start without any tonkatsu sauce. It smells delicious. Did you see how tender that was? Oh my gosh. This is fantastic, just the way it is. I haven't added any salt or any tonkatsu sauce, but let's see how that kind of just gives it a little bit more oomph. Smidge of salt, that chef's pinch. Pinch of sesame. This is gonna be good. Incredibly tender, incredibly flavorful. That little pinch of flavored salt and the tonkatsu sauce, killer. How do they do this? This is not greasy at all. The panko, super light and flaky. Chris, you are in for a real treat.
I'm ready. All right, so now it's my turn for this kurabata pork. It does look delicious. It's been really hard for me to sit here and watch Marina eat it. All right, let's see. I'll actually put a little bit of salt on it. This is exactly what I was hoping for it to be. Actually, it's better than I was hoping for it to be. It's been quite some time since I've actually had a really, really good piece of tonkatsu. As Marissa said, it's amazing. I can't wait to actually get some tonkatsu sauce on top of this. But this is great. This is worth the trip out here to Vegas just to have this meal. All right, so now I'm going to add some of this tonkatsu sauce on it. Oh, maybe a little bit much there. Let me grab a little bit of salt again. And I'm going to go a little bit of the sesame as well, the ground sesame. Let's give this a taste. That tonkatsu sauce is amazing. I've had lots and lots of different types of tonkatsu sauce, but that is very unique tasting. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it seems to complement the fried panko, the pork, much better than other ones I've tried before. It's great. I mean, I cannot imagine coming to Vegas anymore without coming here at least for one meal. Maybe even two. We may have to come back tonight for the 5 o'clock dinner menu, Marina. This is great. All right, so now it's time for the katsudon. As you can see here, we got regular pork katsu, but I got a little bit of egg, a little bit of onion, and it's actually got kind of like a dashi broth into it. This is also one of my favorites. Wow, looks great. Let's give it a taste. So it's definitely not as tender as the kurabata pork, but it's still very tender, but it's got a lot more different flavors, and that's because of the dashi sauce that it's in, as well as the onion, and it's got a little bit of an egg taste. As you can see, they've actually put a little bit of a scrambled egg around it, but they cooked inside the broth. This is really, really good. I'm actually going to take another bite immediately without putting anything else on it. It was that good. You're going to love this one too, Marina. This is great.
My turn to try the katsudon. Let's get in here. Right. I wouldn't say this one is my favorite, only because the egg that it's cooked around is not something that I usually take to, but this is my favorite part of that dish, not so much the egg. Wow. And this is fantastic too. Wow. So that dashi that it's sitting in, it's kind of that soupy sauce at the bottom, is fantastic. It's not, dashi is made with bonito flakes. It's not like a fishy taste, it's more umami than anything. Wow, this is fantastic. The pork is really tender also, and the panko that it's cooked in, although it's sitting in the dashi, the bottom is a little bit moist. It's a little bit on the wetter side, but it's still crunchy. This is fantastic. The flavor of this is amazing. We came to the right place, definitely. really making me miss Japan, but we can always come here. Time for some miso. Looks like it has a little bit of the tempura flakes on the inside. It's pretty good. Salt level is perfect. The right amount of miso. Do they do anything wrong here? I don't know. I think we need to try everything to find their one weakness, if they have one. It's kind of hard to tell right now because everything is amazing. I'm dying to try this sesame dressing. There's nothing I love more than the sesame dressing. They make their own here, and I don't know. I don't think if they sell it, if we'll be able to take it home, but if it's good, I would love to. But let's check it out and see what it tastes like. It's nice and thin, so it's really easy. I love a cabbage salad. It's really nice and fresh, really light, and that sesame dressing, there's nothing like it. Try to be graceful here with a bunch of cabbage is a little hard. That dressing, really, really flavorful. You kind of get that aromatics of the sesame seed. Super, super creamy, but not heavy. They do a good sesame sauce and dressing here, I will tell you that. Wow.
All right, so now it's time to try some of this curry that they brought out here. I'm going to put a little bit on my rice as well as my tonkatsu.
Because they're looking at like
Try the rice first. I do normally love Japanese style curry, so I'm hoping this will be really good. So it's funny, I didn't even get it in my mouth. I can already start smelling the curry. I can taste it. It's perfect Japanese style curry. This would be good with a big plate of rice and some more tonkatsu on top of it. It's really good. It's not spicy. It just has that traditional Japanese curry flavor, I guess is no other way to say it. But it's really good. Let's try it on the katsudon. There we go. That may not have been the best combination. The curry is still very good, but I think the curry and the dashi that comes with this katsudon may not be the best combination. I think having the curry on the more traditional katsu that doesn't come with the broth might be a better choice. Still tasted good, but maybe not as a combo together.
My turn to try the curry. I love curry with just white rice. I don't have to put it on any type of protein. This and rice is all I need. Give it a shot. This is really, really nice. Really smooth. It's not a spicy curry. It's a mild curry, and it's not an overpowering curry. Fantastic. So I had my initial taste of the curry, and as you can see, I've completely loaded it up, and I might go in for a little bit more depending when I get to the bottom of the dish, because it's really good. This is a fantastic place, and if you get a chance to visit and you're in the area locally, or like us, decide to fly in, it's definitely worth it. Holy smoke, that was an amazing meal.
It was. I have to admit, not only was I expecting a whole lot, but it exceeded all of that. It was, everything was good. There really was no downside to it whatsoever. The people were great. The food was absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, everything down from the little pickles that they gave you were, and everything there is like homemade. Just incredible. And yes, the people were great. The location, it's small, it gets busy, and I understand why, because we've had a lot of great meals here in Vegas. High end, some not so high end, and this is probably one of the better meals that we've had,
no doubt,
including some of the high end restaurants that we've been to.
No doubt, from a service and a food quality, it was definitely right up there in the top. Absolutely. It was, everything was good. from the panko, the crusting, the chef knows what he's doing. He just knows what he's doing. They said he's been doing it for about 30 years now. And that's the way a lot of time it is with Japanese restaurants, is the guy focuses on one discipline and one discipline only. And you can tell that was tonkatsu.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great.
How do we get this kind of food and cuisine in Southern California? Because we will travel. We will travel for food, especially
Yes, we
food
will.
as good as this.
And we've looked. We found some good places, but nothing quite like this. Nothing quite like this.
Yes. If you're in the Las Vegas area, whether you live here or you're vacationing here, definitely worth a stop. So we hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as it really helps our channel grow. And until next time, we will see you on the next episode of
The Waka Chronicles.